What's happening, guys? So, back again with another one. And this time we're back with Champions League action. Arsenal versus PSG at home. Champions League night at the Emirates Stadium. As I said, it needs to be a thing.
Yep.
Let's get into the match preview anyway. So we've got a home game in the Champions League, our first home game of this new Champions League format. We've only got 1 point so far in the Champions League with the draw against Atalanta in the previous game away from home. This time it's a home game, and I do fancy us to, deal with these, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I do fancy it. Now, obviously, over the weekend we beat Leicester 4-2, which I was there. Check out my match reaction because it's a bit of a vlog as well. And the suspect thing about that game was the fact that we were 2 up and Leicester came back 2-2. I knew we'd win the game, but he should never have gone to that. You know what I mean? So that worries me going forward. Anyways, let's get into this match preview. Late goals have become a theme of Arsenal's season, conceding at the death in a pulsating draw with title rivals Manchester City before netting 2 themselves to see off Leicester on Saturday. Mikel Arteta will be looking to take that positive momentum into the UEFA Champions League and build on a 0-0 draw with Atalanta on match day 1. A contest memorable for David Raya's incredible double save to keep the Gunners on level terms. There looks to be every chance of that given that Arsenal are unbeaten at the Emirates Stadium since January, 1-12, drawn 2, while they've also lost just one of their last 7 home matches against League One opposition, 1-4, drawn 2. That includes a thumping 6-0 win over Lens here last term, the biggest victory by an English side against a French counterpart. But their shooting boots have since deserted them in the Champions League, blanking back-to-back matches in this competition. Never previously have they done so in 3 on the spin.
Just help me to understand.
So, guys, come on. You know what I mean? We've got to sort this out, man. PSG may be prime opponents to buck that trend against, as Luis Enrique is still the manager. Luis Enrique's men have managed just 2 clean sheets this season, but the French champions remain unbeaten regardless, 1-6, drawn 1. Unlike their hosts here, the Parisians were victorious on match day 1, scoring late to beat Girona to pick up what could be a priceless 3 points, given that they've lost each of their last 3 trips to England. In fact, PSG have never beaten Arsenal in 4 previous head-to-heads, drawn 3, lost 1. The most they've faced a side in Europe without winning, and as each of their last 4 away defeats in any competition have come in the Champions League. A tough night could be in store for Enrique's side. So you heard that there, guys. These man never beaten us, and the most they faced a side in Europe without winning. Right? So we know Arsenal like to break records, but you know what I mean? Let's make sure that we the boys better make sure that we keep the foot on the necks of these men. Now, when it comes to injuries, I don't care about theirs, right? There's questionables and then there's ones that will not play. So the players that will not play this match tomorrow night is Odegaard with an ankle injury, Tierney with a muscle injury, Tomiyasu with a knee injury, Zinchenko with a calf injury. Questionable now, and yeah, it saddens me. Calafiori is. I didn't know that after the Leicester game, he's injured his knee. So Calafiori is questionable because of a knee injury. So personally, I wouldn't even start him in this match then. if he's fit enough to play. Personally, just simply because of that. But then again, Ben White, same thing, knee injury. Moreno, shoulder injury. So these are all questionable at the moment. But I don't expect to see any of them playing. Yeah, so head-to-heads between both clubs. Now, we'll go on the last 5 matches of each club and then head-to-head between each other. So Arsenal's last 5 matches, we won 3 of our last 5 in all competitions. Starting with the 4-2 win against Leicester, which I was there. Before that, slapping of Bolton 5-1 in the EFL Cup. Before that, 2-2 draw against Man City, the same draw that Man City fans are salty about. Before that, a 0-0 draw in the Champions League to Atalanta. And before that, a 1-0 win against Spurs away from home. Before that, now we're going to PSG's last 5 matches. They've won 4 of the last 5, drawing 1. So they won 3-1 in the last game, drew 1-1 in the previous, won 1-0 against Girona, beat Brest, or Brest, however you pronounce it, 3-1, and beat Lille 3-1. So these men have been conceding, apart from the Girona game. These men have been conceding, like it said in a match preview. So we've played PSG 4 times in our history, right? Going by this. And the last time we played them was 2018. We beat them 5-1, and that was a friendly. That was when we had a Ozil and a Aubameyang in them. Before that, in 2016, we drew 2-2 in... that was Europa League, wasn't it? No, it was Champions League. Yeah, we drew 2... Yeah, actually, I remember it, actually. We drew 2-2 at the Emirates in the Champions League. Before that, we drew 1-1 at PSG in the Champions League, in the group stages of the 2016 Champions League. And then before that, we played them in 2007 and beat them 2-1 in the Emirates Cup at the Emirates. So, yeah, PSG has never beaten us. As the table shows, it sounds weird even mentioning the table right now. So we are 16th in the table with just 1 point, having only drawn, our first game of the Champions League league format, season. Score prediction for this game, I'm gonna go with a 3-0 win for Arsenal. But then PSG is scoring goals, not unbeaten. So the logical side of me says just say 3-1. The positive side of me says 3-0. Because we're at home, and last season in the Champions League, apart from that Bayern game, last season in the Champions League, we were keeping clean sheets and everything. We were balling at home. So I'm just taking that and running with it for this season, hoping that we keep that up. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going for a 3-0 win for us against PSG. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do a watch along tomorrow night. I'm just going to watch the game and then I'll go live for my reaction, because usually I do match previews live, but I decided to do this one as a pre-recorded format. I think maybe when I'm in the studio, I think I'll do when I'm using my laptop, I think I'll go live then. Before I end this, let me go onto the team on who I would play and who I'd want to play and everything like that, right? So obviously David Raya to be back in goal. Well, he's in goal anyway for the Leicester game. So David Raya in goal. It looks like it will be Timber on the right-hand side again, at right back. Gabriel Saliba. And then that left side, it's a case of everybody that can cover it is basically... Oh, well, Kiwior. If what's his name? Calafiori can't play, then I'd say put Kiwior at left back. And then as the middle three, I wouldn't mind Ethan Nwaneri starting this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I would not mind him starting this game. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind him starting this game. If you've got Rice, Partey in midfield, and then have him. I won't mind seeing that. I would not mind seeing that at all. That would be what I'd go with, actually. The team I just named just then, I'd go with that. And then the front three: Martinelli, Havertz, and Saka. But then again, there's Trossard. But Trossard, although he started against Leicester, and you know he well, one of them was an own goal, but he scored a brace. Could you really leave him out?
Nope.
In fact, I would bench Martinelli and put Trossard on that left-hand side, Havertz in the middle, Saka on the right-hand side. But I do want Ethan Nwaneri to start. I think he's worth a shout. You know what I mean? If he ain't going to start this game, then at least start a Premier League game coming up. Maybe even against Southampton, maybe. But yeah, that'll be my starting 11 for this game. But I don't think Arteta's going to go with that. I think he's going to start the same team that started against Leicester, apart from Calafiori probably not going to be there, so it'll be Kiwior at left back, I'd assume, because anybody else that can cover left back, they're all injured. Tomiyasu, Tine, Zinchenko, they're injured. I don't want to see Zinchenko there anyway. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me, come and have a pop. Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.